Hey guys, hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. I thought about going live, because I do have you now, and I've never done it. I'm always over there chit-chatting with everybody, but never really got into doing the whole live thing. I don't know how that would go. If you guys are interested, let me know. I'd love to sit and chit-chat with you guys, but today, if you keep noticing I'm looking away from my camera, I have decided to come in here and clean this makeup room. And in the process, I'm going to show you some items that I like and dislike, and we'll kind of talk about them, and we'll talk about some things that are new going to be coming to my channel. If you're wondering, one thing I did want to discuss with you guys, because I've talked about no filters, and one of the things that I have strategically done in my video is I have placed on my right a studio light. If you notice, this side of my face tends to be a lot brighter, and this side of my face tends to be more like natural light, and you see how the colors look different. So if you watch my videos, I've done this on purpose, and the light you see in my glasses, that ring right there, that is not a ring light. That is a lighted mirror that has a natural daylight simulated type. Give you a little peek here. It's this mirror right here. My messy room. I have got so much to go through, guys. You see that? Look at this. This is like the pile from hell. I'm still going through all my winter stuff, and to catch up on that is going to be a nightmare. Anyway, but I've done this, so now you guys know, and I meant to kind of bring this up before, but what it does is it gives you an idea of a clearer version and more of what it's actually going to look like, because I don't use any filters or anything like that. Plus it shows like the luminosity of the foundation I have on right now is very, you can see how shiny that is. I do not have highlighter on. That is the foundation. And when I go over here, you see the difference? That's how it would look in natural light. What this is, if you're wondering, I just got this, literally just opened the box. Came a couple days ago. I saw another YouTuber use this that has chronically dry skin, and it looked beautiful on her, and apparently it is just a beautiful foundation. All I have on is the foundation. I put one dot here, and kind of blended it out very lightly. It is Derma Blend. That's it here. I don't recall exactly how much it was. It is very inexpensive. I believe I got it from Ulta. Smooth Liquid Camo Medium Coverage Foundation. Now for my girls that talk about, and this is the color Linen, sorry. For my girls that talk about they do not like a full, cakey, heavy makeup look, if you want your foundation, or if you want your face to just be more of an even tone, which I have a lot of red. If you look closely, my red does come through a little bit. Not much, but this gives you a nice, just clean, blank canvas. This is a very light foundation. I'll show you on this one. I don't want to make this a 3-hour long video, but I want to show you, it's not real thick and it's not real thin. That's it there. Let me kind of blend it out here for you. But look at see the luminosity to this? And you can build this up. You see how around the edge I'll blend it out a little bit. You can really blend that out, and you can build it up like in here. It's more built up. But it has a nice sheen to it. It's not yellow. I thought that was going to be too yellow, but once you blend this out, let me get it kind of blended out. I'm actually kind of over blending it a little bit. I'm bad about doing that. Ooh, and I cut my hand open, damn it. On a box. See, you blend it out and it's not so yellow. It kind of calms down, but it has just a nice kind of evening to the color. You can still see my little freckles and veins and whatnot, but see that shine? And it has a nice set to it. It sets pretty well itself for being a more luminous foundation. You can look closely at it. It's pretty much set. It's not really transferring. Let me get a tissue here. Show you with a tissue. See, it's pretty much set. It's pretty much set down on its own, which is very cool for a more luminous foundation, because usually they're very liquidy and just very moist and oily, and kind of just everything wants to just slip around, but this one doesn't. So I've been trying to clean off this brush. I don't know if you've tried these. These are a little expensive. I think I got this in a glossy box, actually. This is an It Cosmetics. It is their Heavenly Luxe No Tug Dual Eyeshadow. And this side is called their Smudge. And this side is just says All Over. This is a more fluffy type brush. And this is a more kind of stiff, short kind of packing brush. These things are great. I could not tell you how much these are, but I do know they run a little high, but I love this little brush. It's great if you're traveling, because it's got, you just throw this and be done. And I never can find that one when I need it. If you guys ever hear me talk about, I have these two brushes, I call them mops. They are by Beauty Junkie. I call them my mops because look, they literally mop that shadow. Let me show you. They literally, like, it's like mopping shadow. I use it to set the eye. This one's about the same. They're nice, thick. You can literally do the whole area. I use those. And this one, actually, Beauty Junkie has a kind of dupe to that one. It is more of a long brush. This is the one I just showed you. And also on the other end, it has more of a packer right there. I mean, if you shop around, you can find inexpensive brushes. So I have really been just trying to go through my makeup, and you know, I have been blessed lately to have a little extra and be able to go through stuff and check, you know, how old stuff is and whatnot, and get rid of some stuff, give away some stuff. I've got a huge, the box I just showed you over here. I have one this is going to be giveaways. This is going to be stuff I'm going to be giving away, guys. And I have a box of samples. I have a box of stuff that I haven't tried yet. Oh my gosh, have you seen these? MAC came out with these for Christmas. Look at you see the silver band on it? I like the silver one with the crisscrosses. Those are so pretty. I don't wear lashes a lot. I like those because they look like bird wings, and if you guys pay attention, I am like an avid bird lover. I have 3 parrots. If you scroll back on here, you will see I've done a couple of videos with them. They're kind of hard to do videos with because they can be a little unruly. I love this. Kat Von D, it looks like a little ink drip. It's a mirror. Oh, you can see yourself. But I thought it was kind of cute. This isn't too bad. I'm really surprised it's not really settling in my lines right here. Like I said, I didn't put any powder or anything on it. And it's kind of surprising me. It really is. But anyway, like I said, just kind of sitting here going through stuff. Twinkle Stick. This is by Tarte. Ooh, this thing. I don't know how I feel about this. It's very waxy. It's pretty though. I wonder how it blends out. Let's see how this blends out. I have foundation on this hand, so it works perfect to see. It's not bad. The only thing is, if you can see close, it emphasizes texture. The way I test to see if something's going to emphasize texture, I put it on my hand and see how you can see, and then see where it's settling in those lines. It's hard to show on camera. But you put it on, and then what I do is I'll blend it, like over blend it even. That way I can tell. And this you can see, let me see if I can get this to show on camera a little better. There you go. You can see every little dry crack and spot in my hand, and that's not good. That's how I test out things. I don't like to sit in the makeup stores and put makeup on my face. I want to go home and do it, you know. And that's why, one thing I like about Sephora, Ulta does it too, but I'm more of a Sephora. The customer service at Sephora, at least here, is way better. Ulta, I had the worst experience. I think I mentioned it on here about the credit card and about they blocked their phone number, called me because my payment was like 2 weeks late after the hurricane. It said block number. My phone company switched it like they do with anybody that blocks their number and puts on their scam likely, because there's so many scams going on. So, of course, I answer the phone and I say, call back when you share your number. Don't call this number again. Well, they interpreted that as, excuse me. They interpreted that as me, like, trying to skip out on my bill. Okay. Crazy, but that's what they did, and I don't know. They froze my card, and I had to stand in line. But I had been in Ulta a couple other times, and I tried to use my card one other time, and the girl just said it was declined. I was like, doesn't sound right, but okay. Went about my business. I said, oh, hold on, I need to grab something else. Go to walk down the aisle to get something else, and I have a manager following me around the store, like I was trying to steal something. Couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. Well, I kind of put 2 and 2 together the other day when I discovered that my card was coming up. Do not honor, but the way it was, the code that it was giving was leading the cashier to believe the card was stolen. She asked me for my ID. She was very nice about it, but the last one just told me the card was declined. She couldn't accept it. And the manager then followed me around the store like I was trying to steal something. And I know why now, because you have somebody coming in that's credit card looks like they're stolen. I probably would treat it the same way too, right? So, anyway. But it's not cool to do to somebody, you know. You don't, to your customer, you know. I would have said something. I would have said, hey, you know, your card's coming up like the second girl did. But, you know, it's, anywho, firming and tightening serum. Who is this by? Jurlique. I get these little wrinkle smoothing. I get these little sample packets all the time of different products, and I put them aside. I'm going to try them. But, you know, if I tried every little sample somebody handed me, I'd have so much goop on my face that I probably would not be able to see. I would look like that girl, I won't mention her name, that did the video of 100 layers of lube on your face. I'm sorry. You know, she's been picked on by Tommy Lee, so let's be nice. If you're going to dress up like a famous person and you are kind of in the limelight, basically, kind of thing, don't be surprised if maybe that person looks at you like you've off your rocker. Especially if you are completely different than they are. I don't know. You know, rock stars are way different. They're used to the little bimbo blondes and whatnot. And, you know, they can come off kind of rude, but hey, it is what it is. But if I sat there and let every little thing bother me that every little person said about me all my life, I would probably not be alive right now. I would probably be a basket case, or I would have taken my own life. You got to have thick skin. You got to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, nobody will love you. How can you love somebody that doesn't love themselves, you know? How can you love anybody if you don't love yourself? You know, where it all starts. Oh, I brought up about my favorites, and I think I forgot to mention this. This is the e.l.f. foundation. This is the color Porcelain. As you can see, this bottle's seen better days. I have went through, I guarantee you, about 50 bottles of this stuff. This was my go-to foundation for the longest time. I still use it quite a bit. When I'm just wanting a medium coverage, this stuff is great. It is buildable. And if you use a pretty good powder to set it with, even if you use their loose powder, just make sure you set it. You can usually get some decent wear out of it. But I forgot to mention that when I did my favorites. Some of my not-so-favorites. I have been through some foundations that I have wanted to just slam up against the wall. Have you ever done that? Let's see. You know, it's been a while since I kind of played around with my foundation, so I can't really tell. What is this? Dry shampoo with gold bucks in it? Okay. It's a little, I can be extra, but not that extra. I thought I was going to absolutely love this. I loved this at first. It's not cheap. It is Empowered Hydrating Glow Foundation in Fair Light Medium from Tarte. The first time I got this, I opened it up like this, and it had, I took it out, but it had the little thing that covered it, and it came up like this with this foundation glop to it and just dropped down. This is very interesting. I hate that kind of medicine-y, it's a weird smell, but this is, it's a gel foundation, and I thought I was going to like it. It is a medium coverage. Let me kind of show you. If you have dry skin, this is good, but be fair warned, I've kind of played around with it. I want to bring it back out and play around with it a little more, because I did like it at first, but it settles into those lines. You see it? I mean, I don't even have it all the way blended out, and it's already settling. I don't have anything really. I'm just using my finger to kind of blend it out to show you. Oh, wait, here we go. As soon as I start to really get it blending, it just sits down in those cracks. I hate that. But it is very moisturizing. It is very true to color. This is the, like I said, Fair Light Neutral. I went through a couple of these actually trying to get it to work because I did really, really like it. I did use it to mix in with some matte foundation that just wasn't working very well for me. But the other one is this number 7 foundation. I kind of liked it at first. Same problem, settled in the lines. Foundations are kind of hit or miss with me because I have all these fine lines. It's very hard, but these right here and right along here on my chin, I have these weird, it almost looks like, you know, when your fingers get perny? Right here on my chin. Right across there. And it's because my skin, I was in a bad accident. I was hit by a car walking. And my skin was badly, badly damaged on my face. And any little scar or imperfection, even though, you know, I've had reconstructive surgery, and they've done a wonderful job. And I use the filler to not only plump my lips up a little bit, but they help with my, if you wear dentures, I'm going to tell you that there are ways that they can pack the filler around that kind of help you hold your dentures in a little better. If you never knew, these are not mine. Well, they're mine, but I wasn't born with them. Oh, another foundation I just picked up. I keep running across this. This is a new foundation. This is CoverGirl Vitalis Healthy Elixir. Now, if you have dry skin, this is supposed to be like a wonder. It has a nice pump. This is the color Ivory. I'm just going to try it out. I want to do an actual full review on this, but I wanted to pull it out. Somebody said it did have a strange smell. It has that typical drugstore kind of smell to it. Oh, it has a very nice consistency. It's very, very creamy. And very, look at that. That's pretty full. I would call it medium to full coverage. Now it blends out. You can probably build it up. It's a little hard to, oh, actually, well, no, it's not too bad. I mean, once I really get it, it's not settling in the lines all that bad, but I am doing this on my hand. It is pretty. It's a very luminous. Very luminous. Luminous? It's pretty, though. It is pretty. I will be doing a full review on that. That's when I literally just picked that up. I was in the grocery store, and they had it in Publix. Publix is pretty good about keeping some of the newer products, and I've been very surprised about that. But I need to go through some of these. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, you know, they advertise these funny different products, and I fell for it. What is this? Cover Proof Foundation. I thought it was Wonder something it was called. I don't know. This is supposed to be like super, super. It's very thick. Look at that. It's very thick. This is it here. It just says, it says Cover Proof. I think it was called Wonder something. I don't know. It's supposed to be like extremely high. I don't know. Let's check it out. It's supposed to be, like they say, cover proof. That's not that. That is not that full coverage. I mean, it's very. Maybe it's buildable. I'm a little shocked. I hadn't tried this. I bought it, and the reason why I had bought it is I had my lips done and I had bruised. This was back. This was the first time I got them done, and I kind of freaked out. What do I do? What do I do? I just sprayed some water on my beauty blender. Not liking that. Where's my Real Techniques brush? I'm going to pull my Real Techniques foundation brush out. Granted, I'm not doing this on my face. I'm just kind of doing this on my hand. I want to see. I'm just kind of stippling it on my hand. You know, these as seen on TV things are so gimmicky. It's not very pretty. It's a medium to full coverage because you can see my veins. You kind of see the blue veins through it a little. I imagine you can build it up, but that is in studio lighting. This is in the natural light, so it does have a lot of light reflective qualities to it, and I think that's where they get the full coverage from. You can put more light reflective properties to things, and it tricks the eye, even though it's not really as full coverage as you would think. Not very opaque, but it grabs the light and reflects it off, so you don't really notice. Now I've got to clean my poor little beauty blender's got like 4 foundations on it. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I am. I've got to clean this room up. I went through most of these foundations with you. Oh, wait, no, that isn't what I thought it... No, it is. This is Bye Bye Lines, number 7. I need to really just kind of get some of these foundations off of my area that I don't use and bring some of the ones that I do use. I just got lost. Where in the heck? I love this stuff, but it's so expensive. This is the Dior, the Air Flash. I have this in 202 and I think it's 201. The reason why I have 2 different colors is because 201 is the one I used, but they didn't have it. They were out of it, so I grabbed 202 and don't really like it, so haven't really used that much. Just talked about this B&H Cosmetics. This stuff is pretty good stuff, I'm telling you. It's not bad. This is Bye Bye. Bye Bye Lines. Bye Bye. I'm not big on it cosmetics. I think it's real gimmicky. You know, you might like it, and you know, everybody's skin's different. It's so hard to really tell you guys, you know, what foundations that would work on you. You've got to really try them. What I tell you are the different things as far as how they work for me, what I get out of them, whether they're more of a matte foundation, more of a luminant foundation, if they tend to settle in lines a little better or worse, and you can kind of go from there. You know, a foundation might be horrible on me and work wonderful on you. We never know. But, you know, I have a few foundations that I wind up giving to a friend or two that didn't work all that great on me, and I always tell them, take it with a grain of salt. This didn't work for me. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, hey, you know, we tried. Pass it on to somebody else. So I am loving this stuff. You know, I really wish there was a dupe for this. If you guys ever see a dupe for this Tatcha, the moisturizing, this mist, oh my God. I love this stuff. My skin's been so dry, and this really has been helping. This is that dewy skin mist. This is more than I think originally it came out as a setting spray, but I wouldn't call it a setting spray as much as I would call it like a moisturizing spray. This B&H is pretty good. I've been using this a lot lately. It's just a basic, it's not really dewy and it's not really flat and matte. It's just kind of in between. And my primer water. Guys, I have way too many products. This is neat. This came in my glossy box. I can't even pronounce this. Amorosaria? I don't know if you can see it. It's an odd name, but this is it's a rose water. It's a refreshing rose water spray. It's one of those real extra things that I would never buy because I can't afford stuff like that. But it's pretty. There are a few higher end products that I do like and I do tend to gravitate towards, but I try to try other products. I try to find things that are less expensive. Against all odds. Liquid eyeliner. I thought this was going to be the color of that lid, and it's not. I can't even show you. It's so, like, watery and just... I think they were going for a glittery... Here, let me show you. Let me show you how bad this is. It's like I'm trying to pull something out of it. Look at... It's so... It's like the #1 worst liquid eyeliner I've ever seen in my life. And then it stains the skin. Bravo. This is by some company called Prestige. No matter how much you shake it, how much anything, it's still just... That helped a little bit. That helped a little bit, but it's very watery. It is a purple metallic, and for some reason, purple is the hardest color. Little trivia. Why is purple not on any flag from any country? Anybody know? Because, and I don't remember the country it came from, that purple came from one country over towards England and whatnot. Over in Europe, I guess, that I think it was by grounding a plant or grounding something, they came up with a powder to make purple, and it was like a real pretty royal purple, but it was more expensive by the pound than gold. So, I think they said, what was it? I think it was like it was worth more per pound than gold. It was worth 1 pound of gold was worth, 1 pound of this was worth 3 pounds of gold. I believe is how it said it, but that is why there aren't any. And that is why royal purple, that's why that came about, because royalty. And I believe, was it Marie Antoinette? I can't remember. There's a story about one of the royalty, how she basically threw a fit. Oh, go figure. Sounds like a few other people I know threw a fit because she couldn't get what she wanted, and it was because the purple was too expensive and she wanted a purple dress. Sounds like me when I was little and I wanted a purple bike. I threw a fit, but I did get my purple bike. I had to wait till it went on sale, but my grandparents got me my purple bike. Anyway, I have enjoyed just sitting here, yada, 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 yippity, yippity, yipping, talking, chatting my little head off with you guys. And I need to clean this beauty blender. I have makeup on my mirror, so I wiped it off with a beauty blender. Go figure. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to like my videos. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to let everybody you know about me. Please, please, please share, 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 share. Let's get some more subs. Love to have new people. And let me know what you guys think about me going on YouNow and doing a live feed. Love you guys. Have a great day.